Hey guys, let's discuss what I loved in May. Welcome back to SheriApproved. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new, welcome. And if you're already a part of the SheriApproved family, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So I do have a box of stuff at the side of me here because, of course, it's time for me favorites. And I will attempt to share with you some of the things that I have really enjoyed in May. And I'm so glad because this video coincides with the launch of a product that I have been able to try for the last few weeks or so. It literally launched this weekend. So you guys are going to get first dibs, as well as I do have a discount code. So let's talk about our nasolabial folds and those marionette lines that start appearing and look a little bit more prominent as we get older. So the marionette lines are the ones that from like the side of your mouth here, and they show up, they go down, and then these are the nasolabial folds. And we know that these become a little bit more prominent because of the natural aging process as well as premature aging. So we start to lose collagen, elasticity, firmness, and all of that. And there are people who may want to take steps to deal with that. So you have the option of doing things like filler and more invasive type of treatments. But you guys know that over the last year or so, I have been telling you guys about different City Beauty products that I have tried. And City Beauty, as innovative as they are with their formulas and so on, they have launched this new product, and the name of this is the Ultra Fill Marionette Line Treatment. This, my dear friends, is a topical product, and as usual, it contains a very interesting formulation of ingredients. So this is going to target those areas that I mentioned, so the nasolabial folds and the marionette lines. Let's talk about some of what they included in this product. So there's something called sesame extract, which supports the youthful contours around the nose and the mouth to enhance the look of volume and plumpness. The next two ingredients I think just had to be in here. One is that they do have a 40 hyaluronic acid in here. So that's 4 different types of hyaluronic acid at different molecular weights. And if you guys have been looking at my videos for quite a while, you will know that hyaluronic acid is one of those ingredients that can give you that almost immediate impact because it holds on to water and therefore will plump the area that you apply it to. And the other thing that I expected to be in here is that they do have a structural peptide complex. So they included some peptides that are going to focus on that elasticity and firmness of the skin. But the other thing that stood out to me is that there is something called a cassava 3D matrix. And this particular ingredient in the formula, once it's applied to your skin, is going to form a matrix over the skin that while it works is going to give that lifting and smoothing effect. So let's take a look at the product. It has a pump cover, and what you do is you just dispense a tiny bit of product. So basically that is what I will use on one line, and I will insert a clip for you to see how to do this. So literally you will take this little bit after you apply your moisturizer before sunscreen or other makeup products. That's in the daytime, and of course at night after you do your full skincare routine, you do your moisturizer and all of that, you'll apply it last right on the area where you have your nasolabial fold, which is what I generally have and what I'm actually working on. And you just press and you pat it in along that curve and you allow it to set and dry. For me, I like to give it about 1 to 2 minutes. The texture of this is thick enough, so it's going to be targeted and stay exactly where you put it. But while I'm saying thick, I don't mean that in any heavy way or anything like that. You could absolutely feel something happening. Like on my skin, I feel a slight tingle in those areas. They have told me that this formula also contains menthol, so that's giving that kind of tingly effect. But by the time it fully sets, that feeling completely passes, and I can actually feel like there is some type of firming happening in that area. And then the lines are blurred. Now this is the immediate impact that you will see visibly by using this product. It's going to give you both that immediate result as well as they promise more long-term effects as you continue to use it. So I have been using this for about 3.5 weeks now, and I absolutely love it. Because it's a new item to my skincare routine, I literally have to put it in front of me, so I generally tend to remember it in the morning and sometimes I forget at night. I have been using it at least once a day, every day for the last couple of weeks, and I think especially if you're my age, probably late 30s, early 40s, or even older, and you're looking at something that's going to mitigate how those nasolabial folds look, how those expression lines look, and so on, this is an excellent product to try. Now, if you have deep nasolabial folds or severe sagging of the skin, what it will do is make that area look visibly and aesthetically a little bit more pleasing to you. Now, some of you who may have been watching my videos know that I am a City Beauty affiliate, and I share with you the products from them that I absolutely enjoy. So the link is going to be in the description down below. Remember, this product just launched, and I also have a code for you to get 30% off, but you must click through that link and use that code to get that 30% off. If you do purchase it, I'd love to hear your feedback after you've used it for a few weeks. Let me know. And City Beauty also has a 60-day money back guarantee. That's just to tell you how much they believe in and stand with their products. Okay, I know I spent a lot of time talking about that, but it's just because it was probably the most exciting item that I started using in the month of May. So I really wanted to tell you guys about that, as well as because the dates for that sale is going to be very, very limited. I think you probably just have 2 more days if you do want to get that discount, so don't miss it. The next product is something that I've been using for just over 2 months or so, and this little jar has been an absolute lifesaver for me. So this is the Pyun Kong Calming Moisture Repair Balm, and it looks so tiny, but this little tiny baby is a powerhouse. So this is kind of like in the moisturizer category, but they call it a balm as well. And when you hear balm, you're probably thinking something that's going to feel like Vaseline or something like that on your skin. No, 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 no. This has the most beautiful texture. Yes, you can absolutely tell it's a balm because of the occlusivity, but it is at the same time lightweight enough that I could use this on my oily skin even during the daytime. Now, I'm skipping over some things about this because I'm talking about the texture right now, but something else I love about this, especially on my oily skin, is that when I apply it over products, it actually takes down the shine a little bit. It's not mattifying, so it's not going to dry out the skin or anything like that. It does the complete opposite because it is moisturizing, but it is not shiny. So if you are somebody, you have sensitive skin, you are very, very particular, or your skin gets irritated very, very easily, but a lot of the products that you have to use to help that situation tend to be a little bit heavier, or they have a little bit too much shine when you apply it on your skin. Like, listen, you need to get this in your life. This has a lot of ingredients that I love: Madagascar, green tea, tea tree leaf oil. It also has peptides, panthenol, hyaluronic acid. You can tell that this is a great formula. And of course, Pyunkang tends to formulate for sensitive, irritated skin. And this is really what it says, a repair balm. How come I started using this is because your girl did a little number on her skin. So I completely forgot I was using another product that I'm going to share with you guys here as my exfoliant, and I hadn't done my 1-minute peel in so long. So I opened my mask cupboard someday and I was like, oh shucks, I need to do my peel. So I did the peel completely forgetting, and my skin became irritated. And how did I know this? Because when I applied products that night right after, and as well the next morning, products that never irritate my skin was irritating my skin. I was feeling tingling, burning, sensitivity, etc. I brought this out. And since I brought it out, I have literally been rotating this with the Skin 1004 Probio Enriched Cream that I told you guys I was using. This completely soothe and calm my skin and repair my skin literally in 2 to 3 days. That even though it already did the job, I have been so obsessed with what it has been doing for my skin, how it makes my skin feel, how it looks. I know my skin is protected even when I'm using really strong products. This is one of those things you don't realize that you need it until you start it, and then you don't have it again. That's what this is. Right, the product that I was talking about that I was using as my exfoliant is this Bliss patting splash mask, and this is the soothing and healing green tea. Now, I recently did a video on my other social media where I was talking about the fact that the place is getting hotter right now. Temperatures are it has been ridiculously exhausting, this heat in Trinidad and Tobago. Oh my goodness. So because of that, the skin is also producing a little bit extra oil, and that's normal because a rise in temperature and humidity will naturally stimulate your skin to produce more sebum. So I am already oily, so I'm having to deal with that. So I started including this a lot in my morning skincare routine. Now, several years ago, I was really into splash masks. The Skin Food Black Sugar Splash Mask was my favorite. It was a lifesaver, especially as a new mother when my daughter was just born and I needed to be able to do my skincare routine very quickly. You all know how it was, trying to schedule some time for yourself in between then, right? And the splash mask was literally saving me on texture and all of that. Skin Food discontinued that product. Now, Blithe actually had splash masks out, I think, before Skin Food, and I had tried it several years ago as well, but I completely forgot about it until I saw something come across on social media and I was like, oh my goodness, yes. So I started back using this. And yes guys, this has been really helpful for a number of reasons. This splash mask has a blend of botanical extracts, so you're talking about green tea, tea tree, but it also has lactic acid to exfoliate as well as be a humectant for the skin. So this product is going to help clarify the pores, exfoliate, as well as be soothing and healing on the skin in just 15 seconds. Now, this is the thing I need you to understand. This is actually a high strength product. You have to follow the instructions because this needs to be diluted in order for it to be able to be used daily. So there are several ways that you can use it. They do have the instructions on their website and on the packaging where you actually take a capful of this, you dilute it in a bowl of water, and you literally just throw it on your face over the sinks to splash the face with it, and it's going to do that exfoliation just in that mechanism. Another way is actually in the shower where you literally just pour a couple drops in your hand, and as you are splashing it on your face while the water is falling on your face in the shower, it's going to be doing the action. But the other thing that you can do, which I didn't realize but I read it after I started doing it, is that you can also dilute this and use it as a mist or a toner. The thing is though, you need to dilute only what you're going to be using at the particular time. So I actually poured some here for you to see. So this is a spray bottle, like a regular spray bottle that I keep in the shower, and I actually dilute in this what I'm going to use, and then I close my eyes, I spray it on my face in the morning while I'm having my shower. It gets to work for 15 seconds and it rinses off, and literally that's what I've been doing, and I have absolutely been loving it. So I am getting exfoliation every single day. It's gentle enough because it's diluted the way they instructed to be diluted, and it's also helping to control sebum, exfoliate the pores, and that has been really helping me. This next product needs an honorable mention because I only realized the other day that this was not featured in my best of 2022 skincare. And how that happened is because I actually had finished one of this and I started another tube last month, and then I was like, wait a minute, did I talk about this? Guys, there is a fly inside here and it's bothering me. And I can't keep stopping every minute, so I'm sorry if you are noticing a fly flying about while I'm doing this video. But anyways, so this is the Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Ampoule Foam. This is one of their cleansers, and this is one of the very few foam cleansers of life that I phenomenally and thoroughly enjoy. Now, as usual, you all know there's going to be focus on Centella asiatica, so it's going to be great for sensitive skin, irritated skin. It is low pH, so it's good for your skin barrier and all that jazz. But the real reason why I wanted to talk about this is because the texture of this is amazing. You're all supposed to know by now. Now, when it comes to cleansers, I am very particular and finicky. While I want a cleanser to work, I'm also very picky about how it feels on my skin and how my skin feels after I finish cleansing. Now, a lot of people love a foam cleansers, and when I'm talking about foam cleansers, I'm talking about the ones that dispense in this type of formula where you literally just need a pea size, you put it on your damp hands and it's going to create a lot of foam. A lot of people love those cleansers and I hate them. Like, there is one other cleanser or probably two that I can tell you with this type of formula that I have thoroughly enjoyed. I don't like them because they feel a particular way after I rinse my face, but I do carry a lot of them and I do recommend a lot of them because people simply love them. I just don't. But I realized that a lot of those cleansers have something called mystric acid, and that's a foaming agent, and I realized that the ones that has that ingredient are the ones that I absolutely hate. Both this and the other one that I have recommended several times before, the B-Lab Matcha Hydrating Foam Cleanser, I checked the formulas and neither of those have mystric acid. So I realized this is what I need to check for when I'm going to try a foaming cleanser. But guys, this just feels so good on the skin. This is going to work for so many skin types. I think everybody from like normal, combination, oily, even sensitive skin types, dry, perhaps, you know, because it's not stripping at all. You could probably try it as well. But definitely those that I mentioned, I just wanted to say something about this because I think this is very underrated and a lot of people don't realize, especially if you have sensitive skin, that you're probably missing out on trying something really nice from Skin 1004. And while I do love most of Skin 1004's products, they do have a poromizing cleanser, similar packaging and stuff like that. It is a foam cleanser. And I don't like that one. Not because it doesn't work, but simply because of that particular feeling that I've been talking about. Next are my Rare Beauty palettes. Now, I think this was in a favorites video, what, 2 years ago maybe? I don't know. But they've become favorites again. So I usually try to rotate my eyeshadow palette simply because I have so many and I do want to use them and so on. So I pull these back out this month. I think they are so underrated, and I'm going to say it again. Listen, I have owned these for a couple years now. There is no hard pan on these palettes. They are just as great as when I started using them at the beginning. So let me show you them again. This is what they look like, and they will definitely look a little bit more washed out on camera. So the one with the shades of green and bronzes, this one is Confident Energy, and the other one with the purple and the orange and so on is Magnetic Spirit. And you see this shade at the end here. This is a holy grail shade for me. I absolutely love it. I do have a combination of these shades on my eyelids today. I love them. They just always stand out. They have a couple different finishes like shimmers up to very, very strong metallic shades. But the thing about it is, this is the perfect palette if you have an all matte palette to pair it with. If you want to bring in a couple colors sometimes, if you want to get yourself out of the makeup rut a little bit and just try to experiment with a couple shimmers, you could just do one of these shimmers all over your lid. You could put two, and they are so small. They are perfect for travel. The other thing I love about them is that they are completely melanin friendly. Like, I mean, I'm just going to show you a couple of my favorite shades from this palette. Like, and they swatch so beautifully and absolutely gorgeous. And I want you to keep in mind that I am actually in front of a lot of lights. So what you're actually seeing is more washed out than how pigmented, how buttery smooth these are in real life. I will try to insert some swatches for you guys to see like in natural lighting, but again, these are still available on Sephora, and I highly recommend you pick them up if you do see them or you're in the market for something like this. Absolutely beautiful quality, and I think that more people need to talk about it. And finally, I have some body care items. So I have showed this before, like in random posts and so on. This is the Dr. Teals Pure Epsom Salt Muscle Recovery Soap. And all I'm going to say is that this should be in an air freshener scent, this should be in a candle scent, and so on. Wherever this bag is sitting, it just smells up the entire place so nice. It's like the perfect spa scent. But why I'm talking about this is because this literally has been a favorite for several years now since I discovered it. You get this big bag, and this is actually meant so that like you can do an entire bathtub of this and soak your whole body when you're feeling really tired or your muscles are in pain and so on. This is going to help because it not just has Epsom salts, which is really good for that because of the magnesium and so on, but it also has arnica, it also has menthol and eucalyptus, which is where you're going to be getting that absolutely refreshing scent about. But the reason why this is here is not because I do full body soaks with this, but because I use this primarily as my foot soak when I'm giving myself an at-home pedicure. Because while you actually do want to have like a nice foot soak at home, sometimes the feet hurt. Sometimes you just feel really exhausted at the end of the day. The combination of the ingredients as well as the scent of this, I guarantee you, is going to be so bomb. Plus this huge bag, which lasts a while, is very affordable, and I highly recommend you try this out. And staying on Dr. Teals, this is the last item I'm going to show you guys. It's this. I picked this up for my daughter like within the last 2 weeks or so. This is the Dr. Teals Kids 3-in-1 Bubble Bath Body Wash and Shampoo, and I did do an unboxing on Instagram stories, right? And I was telling you guys that Hadassah is very picky with her body wash, with her scents of toothpaste and all of that, and I'm happy to say that this is Hadassah approved. Hadassah is in love with this now. I did pick up the daytime, which is this one, and also the nighttime, but I specifically wanted to mention this one because everybody in the entire family, and when I say everybody, I mean everybody loves this. So Hadassah and I are having a little problem right now because, Mommy, why are you using my body wash? Listen, Dr. Teals just wins. The scent of this is so beautifully refreshing. Yes, there is that citrusy scent, but it is citrusy and sweet at the same time, but not nauseatingly sweet because I don't like that. But I love using this in the morning time too. It really just wakens you up in the best way possible. And Hadassah looks forward to bath time because of how amazing this smells. Sometimes she asks it at night as well because the one for nighttime, I guess it also because it's for children, it is milder, and that one has lavender and all of that. But I just wanted to mention because the formula of this as well, I absolutely love. Like, this is giving my Bath and Body Works competition in terms of how it feels on my skin. And this bottle is huge. It is very, very affordable. If you live in Trinidad and Tobago, it's cheaper to get this from Pennywise than to buy it on Amazon. And literally, if they had many, many different scents in this, I could probably pack away my Bath and Body Works. But I'm not sure like how many daytime scents they have in this. I only saw this one. You all can let me know if you've seen others, because I do like to change up my scents as well. So every couple of weeks I will pull out a different rotation of a shower gel just to, you know, change it up a bit. But the formula of this, the price, the size is amazing, not just for the children, but if you're an adult and you're looking for an affordable, like really good body wash, I highly recommend this. Okay, so we got through it. Remember to check the description down below for the code and the link to get that City Beauty Marionette line filler thing. You all let me know if you try it, and let me know what you think about the other products that I shared in this video. What has been your May favorites? I'm waiting to hear all about it, and I'll see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye. From the fly and I.